everyone. Got a very interesting one for you here today. Got something brand freaking new from my friends over at Lewitt Microphones. Disclosure being what it is, Lewitt sent me this microphone. I'm not sure at this point if I'm being sponsored or not. So yes, let's treat this like a paid video. So yes, here I am shilling for Lewitt. You guys can point your fingers all you want, but they make awesome microphones. You can get them at Toman and at Sweetwater. Thrilled to be working with them. The date today is August 5th. I'm planning on doing a master class with Lewitt Microphones at Studio Scene in Germany. So this video might be coming out right around that time, August 30th, 31st, September 1st, somewhere right around there. We got something brand new here. I got to see the prototype of this last June at NAMM in Los Angeles. At least I think that's what this one is. I'm really looking forward to checking this out. This one's kind of special. I know they've been working their asses off on this one, getting it out the door, and I think it's going to be really great. My, that's an awfully big box. And what do we got here? Ooh, what do we got? Contact us for questions and suggestions. Suggestions, yes. Name your microphones something other than some bizarre code that nobody can remember. This is the MPD W950. True 1-inch condenser interchangeable microphone head with XLR handheld adapter. Ooh, okay. I didn't know the head was interchangeable. Okay, now we're getting into something interesting. So this is a handheld condenser. I'm gonna suggest this is probably gonna be a great voiceover mic. You know, I've been using a lot up on the desk here for the last few months, wherever the fuck that is. Tangled up in a bunch of cables and shit like that. I've been harping at Lewitt for the last couple of years. Hey, when are you guys gonna do like an end address mic I can use up on my desktop? Because I'm a huge fan of the brand. You know, they did the 1040 tube mic there earlier this year. That thing is just glorious. Lewitt makes some really, really great stuff. Everything from super affordable condensers like the 240 Pro all the way up to the 1040, which is their flagship tube mic. This one's a little different too. I'm kind of curious how this is going to sound on a bunch of different instruments. Unfortunately, I don't have a drummer anywhere around me at the moment, so I can't really throw this up on a snare or toms or anything like that because I just don't have the skills to play drums very well at all. And you know, I'm easily the world's worst drummer. Ooh, look at that. We get a nice pouch for this. A soft pouch, little anti-static bag, nice touch. Look at that. Ain't that purty? If we get interchangeable heads, I think that's fucking amazing. Let's see. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Ooh, okay. It's an interchangeable head condenser with no head though. No extra head. I know. Stop saying head, Glenn. Okay, there it is. So this looks to be cardioid and hypercardioid. How the hell do we change the polar pattern on this? Anything? Doesn't really say. Unless it's the grill we change out? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see what's got to say here. I'm really, really, really curious about this. Join my Lewitt register project. Quick start guide. Yeah, MTP. Oh, the whole damn thing comes off. Okay, wow, that's cool. Look at that. Mic body and the condenser capsule. Look at that. That is really freaking cool. Okay, so obviously there's probably something else coming along down the pipe. I always like that kind of a system where, you know, you've got a mic body and different interchangeable capsules for different polar patterns, that kind of shit. But this looks pretty good here. How to adjust the settings. Look at this. So we get a 0 dB to -12 pad. So if you're going to mic up drums on something like that, and you find your signals a little too loud, that's too much. Okay, low cut. You can cut off anything below 120 hertz. That's freaking cool. You know, if you're using really woofy guitar cabs, that kind of thing, that might clean things up quite a bit. And polar pattern, cardioid and supercardioid. And there's just these little switches here somewhere. Let's see if I can get another shot of that. Okay, let's make sure the mic body's screwed on correctly. Oh yeah, look at that. We've got these little adjuster switches right here, so we can go cardioid and supercardioid. There's some nice solid feedback there. They're not impossible to push. You're not going to need like a screwdriver or anything. Just, you can use your fingernail. That's great. There's a fair amount of resistance, but they will move, so that's cool. You're not going to knock them out of the polar pattern by accident, that's for sure. But I'm really curious how this is going to work as, say, a desktop mic. I'm kind of curious if if it's got some internal shock mounting, something like that to keep it from farting around. I'm going to have to do a desktop test here in a little bit. But yeah, let's throw this up on a couple of different sources. Let's see what we get. We'll try it on vocals. We'll try it on an acoustic guitar and as a guitar cabinet mic because I love the sound of large diaphragm condensers on guitar cabs. And this one looks like it'll be very easy to place. So very cool indeed. So thanks, Lewitt, for sending me this. Can't wait to try it out. Let's get to that right now. All right, so I've had the mic unboxed for a couple days. I've been playing around with it, using it actually as a desktop narration mic. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But, however, it's obvious this mic is designed to be handheld. Definitely does the job. There's a little bit of pickup rumble, but the internal shock mounting is really good. And it's nothing that little low frequency roll off wouldn't hurt either. I mean, That takes it out. Of course, you don't need that on the board. You've got it directly on the mic itself. Yeah, we got a little 12 dB pad. We can do a low frequency roll off, cardioid to hypercardioid. Hey! Oh, that's not quite loud enough. Hold on, let's bring that up a bit. Hey! Okay, that's cranked. That's actually pretty good right there. Now, I did try the hypercardioid mode out, and it's not bad, but honestly, in cardioid mode, I think it's absolutely fine. This is obviously meant to be a handheld microphone, so, let's check it out. So, like for handheld singing. Hey! Now, the quality of this microphone is outstanding, and the overall capsule design isn't half bad. It's definitely designed to be held in the hand. The capsule's a little bit big. If you hold it like this, it's not going to kill the sound completely, which is kind of nice because, the ports aren't completely covered. I mean, like if you do this, it might thin out the sound a little bit. And I mean, like every hip-hop guy in the world is going to want to hold it like this because they got to get the mic jammed right up to their lips because it sounds really awesome. But the big problem here is if you do this, you do like the double-handed thing. Actually, there's a good danger of this falling out of your hand if you try and do that too hard. But if you do this, it's going to sound like shit! It really will! Just don't do it, because that just sounds like ass. I get it. The guy behind your board doesn't know what the hell he's doing, so he can't get your vocal level loud enough when you hold it normally, so you do this, and it's going to make it a little bit louder, but it does wind up sounding like ass. That's really unfortunate. Tell the guy to go get a Behringer feedback destroyer, seriously. All right, but this isn't only for just handheld vocals. Let's try it out on acoustic guitar. All right, so I'm over at the desktop, and I've been using this in this fashion for the last week or so, and it's really enjoyable, actually. I love the low profile of this mic. The big problem I've got with this, okay, it's got great proximity effect, and it's got great off-axis rejection, so when I'm doing narration and, doing walkthrough videos, tutorials, that kind of thing, it's really, really wonderful. It's, like I said, it just doesn't take up so much real estate, and it sounds very, very good. But it is very susceptible to clicks and pops, like the K and P and T and D. It's like, fuck. They do include a little windsock, and it's okay, but it's still P, T, K, D. It absorbs a little bit, but not a shit ton, which is really unfortunate. I will say this, I've got a bigger one, phrasing, and it really does the job. I stole this off my Shure SM57, and this is great. This is so much smaller than an SM7, but it's just like P, T, K, D. Everything's gone. I can get really close on the mic, get a nice big voiceover sound, and it works absolutely brilliantly. So great mic, Lewitt. It's just, I got to dock you a couple points for the windsock. It really doesn't do too much. I mean, maybe make an optional bigger foam screen for it, or maybe put one of those awesome magnetic pop filter things. Give us an option, something we can screw on here, and we can get a little pop filter on it. That'd be really, really, really cool. But for the ultimate desktop solution, I'd say use a great big foam solution here with this microphone, and you've got an absolute winner. I love the sound of this microphone. Like I said, I love the low profile. It doesn't take up huge amounts of real estate on my desk, and I think that's fucking fantastic. But what I love most about this microphone is the off-axis rejection. I can actually listen to music being played at a decent level and not get a huge amount of pickup here. Let me show you what I mean. That's pretty cranking right now. That's all I'm getting. So great job, Lewitt. I really like it on this application. All right, now's my favorite segment of the show. If I could ever get around the technical difficulties I keep having, believe it or not, this is take number 3, and I keep screwing up in one way or another. Now, we've got the Lewitt mic'd up on that wonderful Happy cabinet with those incredible 1977 Celestion blackbacks, and for amp, we're using the Engel Fireball 100. And I'm very, very pleased with the tones we're getting here. Now that is a guitar tone I would have absolutely no problem using for a lead tone on a client's record. I think they'd be very happy with that, especially if they're trying to find something unique. It's also pretty damn cool on metal rhythms. Let me show you what I mean. Cool. All right. Now, for me anyway, the measure of any microphone and how useful it is in the studio is how well it holds up miking up metal guitars in a full mix. Hit it. All right, so that's the Lewitt MTP W950. I think it's a really cool mic, especially considering that the capsule disconnects and put it on a wireless body or something like that. I think that's a really cool idea. Now, I haven't had a chance to use it on all the sources I wanted to try because I definitely want to try this thing out as a tom mic because I got a feeling it's going to do very, very well. I just don't have a drummer on hand at the moment in order to put that to the test. So look for a video in the future where we maybe put the 950 into some other weirder applications because I think it'd be really cool and on a lot of different sources. Anyway, that's it for this episode. This video should be premiering right around the time of Studio Scene in Mannheim, Germany, where I'll be appearing with Lewitt, actually doing a drums recording masterclass. So if you're coming to Studio Scene, you see me on the floor, hey, come say hello. That's what I'm there for. I'm there to meet you guys. So hope to see you there. Anyway, thanks again for watching, subscribing, all that good stuff. And as always, hasta die boy.